So is intermittent fasting one of those things? In other words, you've tricked your body into thinking you're hungry, so that is a form of survival mode in your body?
Yeah, it is. It is. Time restricted feeding is a better way of putting it.
Okay. Why?
I've,
What's the difference?
well, intermittent. So fasting is typically longer than a day. It can go for a couple of days, 3 days.
Okay.
I don't do that. I
Yeah.
find that too draining on me.
Mm-hmm.
So what I do is restrict the time that I eat, and I put that down to a few hours a day. So it's, if I can help it, one meal a day, one big meal.
Do you really?
Yeah, I try to do that, and I've lost a lot of weight. I have a lot better blood biochemistry. My predicted age is younger than it was. You've noticed that I
Yes.
look different, and that I think is partly due to the change in diet, and not just what I eat, which I've changed, but I also changed when I ate and eat, and that's once a day.
Is there a particular time every day for you? Is there?
Yes, dinner. I have a pretty big dinner because I got to make up for all those calories.
Mm-hmm.
But I find that the not snacking and not having this bloated feeling after a meal is just wonderful. What I study myself. I'm a guinea pig, and I can measure my blood levels
Yep.
through these continuous glucose monitors. Have you tried one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just finished with one, as a matter of
Do
fact.
you find it useful?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
You
went
learn a
to
lot.
the Human Longevity Center and they had me do that. So,
Great.
yeah.
Well, there are some doctors that are against it.
Mm.
And I tweeted out that's like saying you're against weighing yourself on scales in the bathroom.
Hmm.
You should be allowed to measure your body. But why would you do that? Well, I did that so I could learn what this fasting, or what I call time restricted feeding, is doing to me. And I learned that once I did it for 3-4 weeks, my liver kicked in. My liver woke up and went, oh, I better make some sugar. And it's called gluconeogenesis.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes 3 weeks
Mm.
on average, and you'll feel hungry for 3 weeks. And if you want to get through that, then it's a wonderful state. I'm now at a state where I don't feel hungry through most of the day. Usually, if I snack on something, it's a bit of chocolate or some nuts because I'm a bit stressed. But I love eating now more than I ever did,
Yeah.
and I can have big meals. It's only one a day.
But you can go for it.
I can go for it. I've gone from 100. I'm not a big guy, but I've gone from 150 pounds pre-COVID down to 133.
Yeah, you're thinner than the last time you were with me, and you look younger than the last time you were with me, like noticeably. I'm curious though, like you're drinking coffee right now. I know you've drank tequila because we've drinking it together. So you do still indulge in things that most people will tell you alcohol's not very healthy for you. So you still live your life, and you can still live a long life and still enjoy it. I guess because I'm watching you do it. The 2 times we've been together.
That's true. The key is moderation. I don't have to be religious about it, or strictly religious. I think it's okay to have a drink once in a while.
Mm.
Don't overdo it. Don't fry your brain. Coffee, no harm in that. Plenty of goodness in that.
Mm.
Usually I'd have a matcha tea or something these days
Yeah.
because there's some extra chemicals. But, in general, it's okay to eat a piece of cake once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
That's not going to hurt you.
Mm.
But if you eat a piece of cake every other day or every day, yeah, it'll mount up.
Yeah, the thing that's fascinating to me is this topic that we're talking about. It's the number one topic amongst me, my friends, even stuff I see on social, is this idea of living longer and living healthier. Yet today's show will explode. I already know this when I'm having you on because there's so little real true information about this stuff. And so you're talking about like what you put in your body. Well, I put a lot of steak in my body, and I've heard you talk about this, right? So what's an mTOR level? So I read these things, and they could be higher, they could be mTOR levels. I just read stuff and then I remember them my way. So what about eating meat, and what's an mTOR level? Am I pronouncing that wrong? You can correct me, but